He said they leave nothing on the table. They made me stress today, man. God, I've never been so stressed in my life. At least I know I got 5. Ah.
Stop number 3 of the FLW Tour is done here on Lake Seminole. We have a champion. It's Brian Latimer.
I am the champion.
Woo. And for this episode, we're gonna have a special co-host, which is
me.
Yeah.
That was so good.
That was classic. I think we just cut it right there and dumped the boat in.
Right.
All right, B-Lat, we're out here on your flat that basically, I mean, this is where it all went down.
This has been my home for 4 days right here.
Yeah, if you look at your graph, it is just solid trails. There's a couple of waypoints that are the juice, but looking around here, you know, I can just see the clumps of grass you were talking about, and all you're doing is just pitching to each clump, right? Hitting
as many of these little clumps as possible, but there's a little method to it. When I first found this in practice, it was really muddy, and I thought I was just what I call blind flipping. I didn't realize that there was actually a method to where the fish were actually hanging out. On day 2, it cleared up, and I came in here and I saw what you see now, and that's when it clicked.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And it wasn't, you know, fast and furious by any means. You had to work at it.
No doubt.
And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna see if we can't catch us a 6 or 7,
8.
Or
Hydrilla gorillas is what we're looking for, boys.
I'm really just hoping that Brevin crushes them and we can just sit here and be professional landing men or net men or whatever.
I'm really impressed because I was going to put him on like the easy kid rig. I was like, oh, we'll put him on a wacky rig, let him float it over the top of this grass.
Which is how you caught some too.
Yeah, I caught my biggest one. I was like, dude, I caught a big one on this. He's like, I want to throw a swim jig. Who says that? Well, what 6-year-old says I want to throw a swim jig?
Ask and ye shall receive.
So now he's throwing a swim jig out here in the middle of this milfoil hydrilla mix, coontail, whatever it is. I really don't know what type of grass it is. All I know is it's different than everything else, and it's $100,000 worth. So.
That's right. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Right. All right, you ready to make cast? All right.
You fire away. I'm getting back in my perch.
You're good, actually, because I can cast for him. All right, you just reel that. Just hold it like right there and reel it. One thing I've always heard people ask on social media is, you know, does the invention of spot lock, does that mean that you don't need power poles now? But this is one of the times where I use both of them in conjunction with each other.
Oh, sure.
The power poles don't get all the way down, and then with spot lock, that doesn't control the back of your boat. So, you know, having the two together, I was able to keep both ends of the boat in control. There's a lot of things you can probably fish out here, but I just really like, with the flipping, you can really soak the specific areas right.
Yeah.
You know, if you're casting and winding something, you're hitting it, maybe you're not, maybe you're going over the top of him. He doesn't really have to jump out and get it. But when you flop that big hunk of plastic down in front of his face, he's got to do something. He's either got to hit it or get out of the way.
Were you worried throughout the week? Because, I mean, like, gosh, a lot of them other guys in the top 10 were smashing them so fast and furious right away in the morning. Like, that's how they were getting the bulk of their 20-plus pounds that they weighed in.
You know, it didn't really bother me because I kind of understood what was going on out here. And I had a really specific area to concentrate in.
Sure.
So I knew if I made enough presentations through the day, I'd be fine.
Confidence is key.
Yeah, I had a lot of confidence fishing this place. And I wish I could say it's always been like that, but just for some reason this week, I really had a lot of confidence in this place. Hey, what are you doing? Cast.
It's figure 8 for a muskie, I think.
Yeah, figure 8 for a musty. What are you doing, son? Cast it out there. You should let me put you that wacky rig on.
There's one right here. In there?
You want the wacky rig? Swim jig, you going for the big one, huh? That was a good cast. You know, like a bug looks like in the sky. That's what you want to make it look like, okay? I think you're gonna catch a big one on that.
I agree.
Is he on there?
All right, feel that, or Kyle, you want to talk about like technique or kind of like your base?
Oh God, no! Oh yeah!
Yes, sir.
Did you hear him? Did you hear of him?
Oh, he's just flailing around. Oh, we got him now.
Oh, we got him though.
Look at you.
Oh,
Like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna catch one. Although we do got 3 lines in the waters.
did y'all hear him though? Rob was like, be like if you wanna, and then
Now, I will say, I shook this fish off.
oh,
right
look
before.
at that.
And he's got that cool little spot. He's got like
He's got a spot on him. He's special. Was that a big piece? Was that a big piece or like a little stalk?
It was like that little stalk sticking up right there to the right. Just that little.
How good does that feel though? Dude, like you feel like your testosterone level goes like leveled up.
I do, I needed that.
It levels up when you...
I needed that.
Now get out of the way, I want to catch one.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
We caught one.
I
was sincerely worried about that, you know, right?
I flipped in there and I was getting ready to look back at you and I pulled up.
It's doing that one day.
And I'm like, what the heck? He chased it up to the top.
Really?
And he swam back, so I flipped back in there and he ate it right.
Oh, really?
I wish I was super cool and got it on the first go. No, man. But hey, I'll take them however I can get them.
That was awesome.
That felt fantastic.
At first I was all cool and letting Kyle run the trolling motor, and then I'd say he was gonna catch it. I was like, oh no.
Then the competitor
Now the
Yeah,
competition comes out of me. Now I'm like, no. Watch my hook set, boy. You know, we're gonna have a hook set contest out here. It's like arm wrestling, but fishing.
You know, this is probably a good time to talk about like the setup you used.
I was using 50-pound test braid.
The bait is Z-Man palmetto bugs?
Yes, Z-Man palmetto bugs, absolutely.
What size weight?
That's a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight, and that color is called California craw. It looks like the perfect little brim, some type of panfish, because it's green on the back with red flake. Got a little bit of black on the back of it. You can throw that in stained water, muddy water, or clear water. It has a different sheen in it depending on what color the water is.
Oh, okay.
I really like that flash it makes because that bait spins. See how it's...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. It kind of rolls over and...
Yeah, it rolls over and it has a couple different hues to it.
When you're flipping in there trying to catch like 4 and 5 pounders, you need something that can get them back to the boat.
Yeah, absolutely. So 7.2 medium heavy, probably a little bit on the shorter side on rod, but I'm just a little bit more accurate. I'm not making long pitches, and it's a lot less fatigue on my wrist and arms and elbows with just a little lighter rod. When you get that really long rod, I like that for fishing really extremely heavy cover. This is not really heavy cover here. It's actually, you know, it's pretty hollow underneath there. Of course, they do wrap you up around that a little bit, but you're completely fine, you know, with a 7.2 or so. You need some meat, but you don't want a lumber post with this.
One other thing I want to point out is I know, like right now, your trolling motor center, you're on like 2, which is, you know, 1's low.
Right.
Is that what you had it on during the tournament?
You know, it depends on the wind, of course, but I'd like to run especially when you're talking about grass, I like to run the trolling motor as least as possible. And really a light breeze is preferable, so you can kind of let the wind get behind you and just push you. I hate to make noise because, you know, these fish can be anywhere. Of course, I was targeting some of that thicker stuff, but they can be anywhere in this grass. So, you know, right here at the boat, over there, 20 foot from the boat, and the quieter you can be, the less chance you have of pushing those fish off of those little stalks of grass. So I like to run it as little as possible. It's dead slick calm out here today, so you kind of got to use the trolling motor. But when you got just a little bit of wind, that's when I really just kind of let the wind do the work for me.
I got you. Well, tell me about fishing, you know, because you fished the TH Marine Bass Fishing League, you fished Coast FLW Series events. This is your 4th year on tour now. Like you've done it all.
I went through the whole ranks. You know, I'm glad you asked that question because, especially with the high school kids and, you know, even adults, you know, guys in their 20s and 30s, that's the question that most everybody asks is, you know, I want to be a professional fisherman. How do I get started? And usually the first question I ask is, what are you fishing now? And probably 90% of the time, They say, well, I'm not fishing anything right now. I can't afford it. My rebuttal is, why aren't you fishing the BFLs? Everybody can fish BFLs. Everybody. If you can't fish BFLs, you're really not that motivated to be a professional fisherman. I don't care where you are in your life. You could figure out some extra work to do to fish one BFL. That should be your goal. If you don't have the money, it should be your goal to fish one BFL a year. If you can't fish the whole division, save you $300. Rake leaves, wash cars, I don't know, do something, dance on stage through the year and fish one BFL. Because what that did is that it did so much for me. The biggest thing is that you learn how to put together a day of tournament fishing. Going out here like we're fishing today, and then actually putting a day of tournament fishing together is totally different. It's not the same thing. Fun fishing and tournament fishing are two totally different things. Yes, you can take a break. He's taking a break. So you need to learn how to put together a day of tournament fishing, and the best way to do that is through the BFLs. You can fish co-angler, you can fish boater if you already have a boat, but you have to start from the bottom. And once you get a little success is that it keeps financing itself. You know, fishing is expensive. Everything involved in it is kind of costly. But I promise you, it's not a hurdle that's not insurmountable if you start from the bottom and just kind of keep working. I know that because I've done it. And I didn't. You're looking at a guy who used to make $300 a week, literally.
Did you catch that big one on the final day? Was that the first one you'd caught after losing a couple?
Yeah, after losing two, I think that was the first one I caught. Dude, that's freaking... Oh! That was kind of cool though, wasn't it? That was a giant, dude. That was a freaking giant. You know, losing fish is that's a part of this style of fishing, there's no doubt. It's just like there was something special going on about losing fish yesterday though. Oh God! Are you kidding me? I'm pretty good about staying positive after something like that happens. And I did good immediately afterwards, but 2 or 3 hours afterwards, I was like, oh, I'm sick to my stomach right now.
When you only get a handful of bites every day and you lose a few and still win a tour event, I mean,
that's a big
if that doesn't say it's your time, I don't know what does.
Yeah, it was definitely my time. Oh, dang, dude. God loves me. Oh my freaking God, dude. Holy freak, dude. Dude. I missed 3 of them, but look at that hook. It wasn't coming off. Dude, that's a freaking giant. That thing almost pulled me in the lake, dude. Did you see? I couldn't even, I tried to go back and get the net. It was like, no, boy, you got to go this way. Ah! Thank you! Whoa! Baby! Yes! Oh my God, dude. Oh.
I gotta say, I've seen a lot of dudes win tournaments, and yesterday was probably one of the coolest winning moments that I think we've ever seen on tour. Just tell me about what went through your head, like when Chris Jones calls your weight and you know you got it locked.
21 pounds, 3 ounces, your champion is Brian Latimer.
Oh man, I don't know, I'm a pretty emotional kind of guy anyway, and especially when you're talking about fishing. A lot of that comes because I sacrificed so much to do it. I got a lot into it. You know, a lot of guys say they can't afford to fish. I can't afford not to. Like, everybody wants to win a tournament, right? Like, who doesn't want to win a tournament? And I honestly didn't think it was going to happen that fast. Like 4 years is, you know, guys go a career and never win a tournament, 20 years or so. And to win one in 4 years, I never made a top 10. And I won one. My first top 10 was a win. The other thing is, there's so much I could go on and on for hours on that subject. But, you know, my dad being the relationship we have together and being able to my dad getting to see one, that was one of the things I always wanted to do, because when I mentioned that on stage, when I decided I wanted to be a professional fisherman, we bumped heads a good bit because it is a risky lifestyle. And your parents always want the best for you. And I think he kind of wanted to steer me away from it, like, you know, just keep it a weekend thing, have fun with it. Like, don't get so serious. And I always wanted to make it a lifestyle. And so he kind of maybe wanted me not to do it quite as seriously. But I was glad to see that he could see that dude, it's okay. FLW's got my back. We're gonna be good. Like, I can do this, Dad. It's all good. So that probably meant just as much as anything is my dad getting to come to weigh in and see me hoist a trophy. I feel like I don't want to say it's complete, but I know all is well now.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Oh, I seen that. Dude, locked you up, dude. Look at that big old nest. Dude,
Get out of the trolling motor. Get out of the trolling motor. Get out of the trolling motor.
Dude, they ain't ever small out here. Right in my hand. Did you see me grab that thing?
Woo!
Did you see me grab that thing?
That was good. That was about like.
I just stuck my hand out and he jumped into it. He's like, oh.
I mean, he yoked it.
Kyle out here putting a whooping on my fish. You might have to get in the back, Kyle.
Dude.
Sorry,
man.
Dude. Hey, give me some of these.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
She's a little bloody.
Kyle,
she'll be okay.
Dude, it'll be okay.
I'm gonna get her back.
Out here taking advantage of these fish today. Kyle, let me look at you real quick. What you doing to me out here?
I've flipped some grass before.
Yeah. Arms hurt a little bit? Oh, cow. Oh, he's on the other side. Get in the other boat. Get in the other boat. This is so cool. Oh my God. That's a freaking giant, dude. Oh my God. Dude, he's gonna break the rod.
We just kind of wear it out. Quite a quick scene change. It's a yard sale. What about it?
Oh, and my son is in the boat.
Thank you.
We both. It started in that boat. It started in that boat and ended in this boat. The thing went around the boat.
I say that's probably a pretty good way to end it.
Oh my God, dude.
Here, want me to get out of it?
Yeah, can we like get? That is bothering me.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
Rev, don't move.
She can't. She can't see this. Oh my God, dude. That is the most epic thing ever. It started in my boat, ends in this boat.
Yeah, making a run for Jody's trolling motor.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude, that was so awesome.
I'm winded.
I don't want to get for child neglect, so I'm going back to my boat.
Yeah, we'll get back
now.
over here.
Going back to my boat now.
Oh, long distance jump.
Oh God, that was so
back
cool.
in. So
Cal putting a smack down on him today.
with that one, sir, I think we're gonna call it.
Let's call it a day on that one, my friend.
We are done. Congrats, man. I know the whole fishing world is stoked for your win.
Yeah, dude, it's
everyone
awesome
at FLW is stoked. It was awesome watching you this week. And like I said, with that.
Oh my God.
Congratulations
to you.
Well, I had a pretty good guy in a pretty good spot.
Listen, it took me all day to catch 3 yesterday, and he got 3 in like an hour and a half. The shortest day 5 ever.
We're done.
We are done.
I'm gonna put her back. We're gonna hit the road.
Awesome, bro.